Hey guys, this is Search Me, Don't Hurt Me. I'm gonna post up deck lists and so forth. This deck is basically my main deck. I'm gonna be using it in locals tomorrow. I'll probably tell you what happens if I get, just to see how it goes. Basically this is my main deck. I built it. But this is the modified version, because the original version, I play tested it. I got owned like 4,000 times. My original deck was really terrible against Gladby, so I figured to find a way to basically adapt to the opponent and use their own cards kind of like as backfire. It's hard to explain, but let's just get into it. Alright, so first we got, for the monsters, we got Koala. Good burn and pretty high defense, so that's that. We got one Charcoal Apache. Wait, just move that out of the way. We got one Charcoal Apache, good defense basically, and can help for synchros. We got one Goblin Zombie due to the freaking ban list. Otherwise, I would run two. But yeah, it's a good effect against your opponent's deck to destruct it. But if your opponent's using light swans, you might want to change that, or you could use it. It's really based on luck. We got one Cyber Dragon, good +1. I'm just gonna do it like this. One Don Zalug for destruction. It can go either way, so it's really helpful. One Deep Diver for searching out. Legendary Jitsu Master for protection and stalling sometimes. Tore Apart, he's good. He can only be used for a warrior type synchro, but during the battle phase, when that synchro monster attacks, no traps can be activated during that battle phase until the end of the damage step. It specifically says that, so if you can try and find a way around it, but it's a good with double summon, but more about that later. We got Blackwing, what am I saying? Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, half the attack. Mad Reloader, only reason why I'm having him in my deck is because I'm going to get, at locals tomorrow, I'm probably going to see if I can get Dark Arm Dragon, so that's that. We got a Sandgin to search out again, Hyper Synchron for tuning, Quick Draw Synchron for tuning, Big Tusk Mammoth, a good staller and also good for control, because you're going to try and control your opponent's deck and kind of use it against them. So that really comes along with the monsters and everything working together. So basically what it does is it stalls your opponent's monster from attacking for one turn. Here's the actual effect. When your opponent summons a monster, as long as Big Tusk Mammoth is on the field, that monster has to wait one turn before attacking. So special summon, flip summon, and normal summon, they have to wait one turn. So it's really good. I highly recommend him. 2 Mystic Tomatoes, 1 red gadget, yellow, which searches out 1 green, which searches out 1 red. I love gadgets. I'm working on a gadget deck, so more about that later. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. You're running a lot of monsters in this deck. Now for the spells, my most favorite, Noble Man of Crossout. Awesome, and it's really good against like Marshmallons and Spirit Reapers. We have 1 Mystic MST, Heavy for back row, 2 Lightning Vortex for monster destruction, Smashing Ground, again monster destruction, Book of Moon, protection and stalling, Swords for stalling, Brain Control. Brain's really there for like using their own cards against them, like I said, or synchroing. And we got Double Summon for those synchros. You really are going to try and synchro a lot in this deck. You usually won't, but it's a really good for like trying to OTK, but you don't really get that much options, trust me. It doesn't seem that way. It's more of a strategy deck. That's it for the spells. Now for the traps, we're running a lot here. We got 1 Torrential for monster destruction, Trap Hole, again monster destruction. This will be eventually it's going to become two bottomless, but I don't have those. Let me see if I can get it at locals. for trade. We got Royal Oppression for anti-meta. Pulling the rug for those Lightsworns or Blackwing. It really depends. Dark Bribe. It's okay, but it still gives your opponent an advantage, so it depends. You might want to side it out. Dust Tornado. Good against those face-down Solemns or Swords. Dimensional. Good against Stardust because even though not many people run Stardust, at least for as many people I know, they don't run it, but it is really crucial to the deck. Threatening Roar, stall. 2 Compulse for stall and protection. And we have 1 Call of the Haunted. That's it for the traps. Now we're on to the extra deck. We've got 1 Road Synchron, only able to synchro in with Quick Draw. That's why you only got 2 level 1s, so it's kind of hard to summon in. But effect is kind of helpful. It's depends really. 1 Colossal Fighter. These 2 together are really helpful, but it'd be really hard just to get them out. So picture this: you have Colossal and Road Warrior out, right? Road Warrior's effect allows you to become level 2 warrior. I don't think I have that many warriors except for Tore Apart. So you summon out Tore Apart, then you force him to get destruction, so like a good self-destruct. Sure, you're going to lose points, but still. Then you're raising your Colossal Fighter. So it's a good +1, yet a -1, so I don't know. I go in mainly for attacks. 1 Gaia Knight, for Synchro, X-Saber Irrebellum, and Ancient Fairy Dragon. One of my favorite cards. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's sexy right there. Look at that. That's hot. Alright, enough of that. Gotta get through this quick, because I don't want this video long. Now for the side deck, we've got 1 Shining Black Sea against Synchros. Sun Reactor SK, good for control if you're trying to run it in this deck, because this deck can go either way. Dark Dust Spirit, good for monster destruction, especially if your opponent, your opponent's running like Lightsworns. Really, I don't like Lightsworns, so that's why this deck is really based on hating them. That's why there's 2 Soul Release against like decks that specifically target the graveyard. So like if you know your opponent well, and you know that they have like Dark Arm, you might want to side this into your deck. Or if they're having Lightsworn, that's also a good plus. We've got 1 Cold Wave for protection. Sort of helpful considering you got a lot of spells and traps. Fissured, destruction, creature swap, limit layer of level B. 2 Noble Mana for us out. Very crucial to the deck because like it's very helpful. A second Trap Hole. Again, this will become bottomless. Widespread Ruin. Not too sure if I'm going to be adding this into my deck. Spellbinding and Fake Explosion. Fake Explosion can only be used with Sun Reactors, so it's a really good mini combo. So yeah, that's it. So comment, rate, subscribe. This is getting pretty long. I'm gonna start putting up trades if you need any, but remember, I don't trade first. I don't send first, because I don't want to get scammed, and I'm not that kind of person who scams someone else. So yeah, peace.